Ladies and gentlemen, tonight you're about to witness one of the most brutal, pride-fueled, and emotionally charged clashes in British boxing history. A fight where legacy, ego, and survival all collided under the bright lights of London. Chutsi Day. Arena is alive long before the first punch is thrown. You can feel it in the air, the tension, the anticipation, the electricity running through every single seat. This isn't just another fight. This is personal. Two warriors, both from England, both carrying reputations built over years of blood, sweat, and sacrifice, now stepping into the ring with something to prove. On one side stands Chris Eubank Jr., confident, composed, and carrying the weight of a legendary surname. On the other, the experienced, battle-tested James DeGale, an Olympic gold medalist and former world champion, determined to remind the world exactly who he is. As the introductions echo through the arena, the crowd reacts with divided passion. Eubank Jr., known as Next Gen, walks in with that signature calm intensity, his record speaking volumes, knockouts, dominance, and a style that blends precision with calculated aggression. DeGale, on the other hand, carries a different kind of energy. There's grit in his eyes, experience, the kind of quiet confidence that only comes from having already reached the top and fought your way through adversity. The bell rings. Round one begins, and immediately the energy shifts. The crowd leans forward. Every movement matters now. DeGale starts with a bit of swagger, trying to establish rhythm using angles, switching stances, southpaw to orthodox, keeping Eubank guessing. But Eubank isn't biting. He's patient, watching, waiting. And then it happens. A sudden exchange. Quick, sharp, and Eubank lands a chopping right hand that snaps DeGale's head back. The impact is immediate. DeGale staggers, just for a moment, but in boxing, a moment is everything. The crowd erupts. Eubank senses it instantly. He steps forward, controlled but dangerous, and fires again. Another clean shot. DeGale is hurt. You can see it in his movement. The legs aren't quite steady. The reactions are just a fraction slower. Eubank doesn't rush recklessly. He stalks, calm, focused, like a predator who knows the finish might already be within reach. Another right hand lands, then a left. DeGale backs up, trying to survive, trying to reset, but Eubank is now in control. The referee watches closely, ready to step in if necessary. It's a crucial moment, one of those early turning points that can define an entire fight. But DeGale doesn't go down. He survives, and that survival says everything about his experience. Lesser fighters might have folded right there, but not him. He regroups, adjusts, and begins to move again. More cautious now, more aware of the danger in front of him. As the rounds progress, the fight settles into a rhythm. But it's a tense rhythm, one that feels like it could explode at any second. Eubank continues to press forward, throwing short, crisp punches with sharp accuracy. His shots aren't wild. They're calculated, compact, and powerful. DeGale, meanwhile, tries to rely on his movement and trickiness. He dips in and out, throws. The occasional combination lands a clean jab here and there. When he lets his hands go, you can see flashes of brilliance, the skill that made him a world champion. But there's hesitation, a slight pause before committing. And against someone like Eubank, that hesitation can be costly. Midway through the fight, the momentum still favors Eubank. The commentators begin to note it. The aggression, the control, the cleaner shots. It's not a one-sided beatdown, but it's clear who is dictating the pace. DeGale has moments, good moments, a sharp 1-2, a clever angle, a quick combination that reminds everyone of his pedigree. But those moments come and go. Eubank's pressure remains constant, and then comes the realization. DeGale needs to do more. You can hear it from the corner, from the commentators, from the crowd. He has the ability, everyone can see it, but he's not letting his hands go enough. He's relying too much on single shots, hoping for something big instead of building momentum. Eubank, meanwhile, begins to open up even more. His confidence grows with every exchange. He starts targeting the body, digging in with sharp shots that sap DeGale's energy. Then he goes upstairs again, right hand, left hook, combinations that begin to stack up. By the later rounds, the difference in approach becomes even more noticeable. Eubank is pressing, DeGale is reacting. And then, in the 10th round, everything changes again. DeGale tries to engage, tries to land something meaningful, but as he steps in, Eubank counters. A clean shot lands, and DeGale staggers once more. This time, it's more dramatic. The legs give way just enough to signal real danger. Eubank sees it instantly. He steps in, unleashing a barrage. Right hand, left hook, another right. The pressure is relentless now. DeGale backs up toward the ropes, trying to defend, trying to survive, but Eubank is in full control. The crowd is on its feet. The energy is explosive. And then, down he goes. A knockdown. Eubank has broken through. The arena erupts into chaos. This is the moment everyone felt coming. The culmination of pressure, precision, and patience. DeGale hits the canvas, and for a split second, the entire fight hangs in the balance. But once again, DeGale shows heart. He gets up, he beats the count, and the fight continues. That resilience earns respect, even from Eubank. But respect doesn't stop punches. Eubank goes right back to work. He doesn't rush blindly. He continues to apply calculated pressure, mixing in body shots, uppercuts, and sharp hooks. DeGale, now visibly worn, struggles to keep him off. The movement isn't as sharp. The reactions aren't as quick. There's even a point deduction late in the fight, adding another layer of drama. Tension builds again. Every second matters now. Heading into the final round, the message from Eubank's corner is clear. Leave everything in the ring, and he does exactly that. From the opening seconds of the last round, Eubank charges forward, throwing with intent. He wants the finish. He wants the knockout. The crowd can feel it. Every punch carries urgency. DeGale, to his credit, fires back when he can. There are flashes, moments where he reminds everyone why he's still dangerous. But the momentum is gone. The control belongs to Eubank. Another big shot lands, then another. Eubank keeps coming. The final seconds tick down, and he's still throwing, still pushing, still hunting that decisive ending. The bell rings, but even as it does, it feels like Eubank is still in motion, still trying to close the show. And just like that, it's over. 12 rounds of intensity, 12 rounds of strategy, heart, and punishment. Now, it all comes down to the judges. The fighters stand in the center of the ring, sweat pouring, faces marked by battle. The crowd waits in anticipation. Then the announcement begins. One judge scores at 114-112, another sees it 115-112, the final score, 117-109, all in favor of the winner, Chris Eubank Jr. The crowd reacts instantly. Cheers, applause, a mix of emotions filling the arena. Eubank raises his hands, a rare smile breaking through his usually composed demeanor. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. He didn't just outpoint DeGale, he broke him down. He proved that pressure, discipline, and timing can dismantle even the most experienced opponents. For DeGale, it's a tough loss, but not one without honor. He showed heart. He showed resilience. He refused to quit, even when the fight turned against him. But on this night, under the London lights, it was Eubank's moment, a performance that blended patience with aggression, control,